It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Pacers in
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana. And with... Thanks, David. It's great to have a mix of those things. Adapt or die, as they say. And, Greg, you hear about the competitive culture that this Miami Heat franchise has.
Yeah, and that doesn't always work for some teams, but it works for the Heat. This group will push each other all the time to be the best they can be. The practices have a feel of game-level intensity.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for Miami, Curry is out there with Harris. Then it's Cody Zeller. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Antetokounmpo against Prince. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Brogdon. 4 on the shot clock. The shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. They get Stephen Curry. Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick out of the University of Virginia. What a find, Greg, he has been, and you love that he can fill in at either guard spot.
And you get the feeling Brogdon was overlooked for being a 4-year player in college. Has the passing and vision of a point guard, scores well enough from inside and out to play off the ball as well.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances at the line. He's going to cash in.
Harris kicks to Prince. Picked by Zeller. Prince dishes to Curry. Prince outside. Rebound by Murray. Miami on defense. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Amazing, Greg, that the hostile environment had zero effect. Instead, they embraced the challenge and absolutely shot lights out.
Curry kicks to Harris. Prince, right side. Another miss by Prince. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And the story of that game was their terrific rhythm on the offensive end.
Right, you could tell they were in a groove all night. They looked comfortable, they didn't rush. It was gorgeous execution.
Here's Harris. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Prince, the pass to Harris. And it's sent back by Turner.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Hey, Doris, with all the switching on defense, it seems like everyone has to be able to guard both inside and on the perimeter. Do you see us becoming even more of a positionless league?
You know, this is a fascinating aspect to me because you focus on a player like Draymond Green, who coming out of Michigan State was considered a tweener, somebody who was neither a guard nor a forward and didn't have the requisite skill set to be effective in the NBA. But there is true value to players, be it at the small forward, the power forward, or the center position. Because the league is such a heavy pick and roll, because the floor is so spread, Kevin, the guys who have the kind of lateral mobility and the basketball IQ to switch onto smaller players and stay in front and contest shots, they're crucial. For right now, this is the trend, and I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon.
Pacers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Back to Brogdon. Antetokounmpo against Prince. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Heat have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. And they take the lead. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, in case anyone has forgotten, Steph Curry with a reminder of what ridiculous range he has. It's amazing how he's able to maintain technique even from that distance.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Outside Curry. For 3. No good that time. It's a tie game in Indiana. And we'll be back in just a moment. And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team.
Whether we made shots or not, we felt like we were.
And that kind of serious, focused attitude that has always been Curry's approach is one reason why he's always working to get better and hone his game and how he's able to take it up a notch each season.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
They're just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
And one thing that's important is they're making good on the chances they're given.
They've got Antetokounmpo, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Murray, and it's Turner in at the 4-man position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. The feed now to Harris. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Harris against Turner. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
And Indiana opting to trade Paul George this summer. Doris, never easy to let a superstar go.
No, it isn't, Kevin, but with Paul George looking to contend for a title and increasingly voicing his dissatisfaction, it was probably the right choice because you don't want to lose him next summer and get nothing in return.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Zeller, a screen on Brogdon. Here's Curry with the 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 6.
Boy, that's picture perfect of how to use your teammate. Curry sheds the defender off the screen, gets enough room to bury the jumper.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. Turner. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
But Kevin, Miles Turner has great versatility, so he can score from anywhere, but right there is his bread and butter.
Harris kicks to Harris. Pick by Zeller. Harris dishes to Prince. Zeller setting the pick for Prince. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Well, you think back to Nate McMillan's history, right? An assistant coach with the Pacers for 3 years. They made the unexpected decision to look for a new head coach, and in 2016, they promoted him to that role.
And for the Pacers, looking down the bench to McMillan was the easy choice. Do you think it was the right one, though, Doris?
Well, they wanted to change the culture, and part of that was getting a little bit more hard-nosed. Now, McMillan, he's old-school defensive-minded, and with his deal running through 2019, like all NBA coaches, he's going to be judged on wins and losses.
They set the pick. Antetokounmpo against Prince. Dishes it to Harris. Zeller setting the pick for Harris. Launches a 3. The shot No good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Going against a conference opponent, one that outplayed them head-to-head last season, a chance for payback.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Heat trail by 4.
And this could be the final possession of the period.
Right, they have to play their cards right. No rush, work the clock, and get a quality look.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
They're getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
Here's Curry. No good on that last second attempt there. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Ernie
Show.
Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. In the second quarter, they were easily the better team. The points started coming, and that is just...
And we return to Indianapolis, Indiana, with a look at all the activity taking place in this terrific downtown. The Heat trail by 6.
And really, as recently as 2014, the Pacers were a team with that old school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster, looking to space the floor and really fire it up on offense.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Harris. Harris is out there with Curry. Then it's Zeller, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Prince has got the first bucket of the third here for the Heat. Pacers leading by 4. And the Pacers now looking to revamp how they approach things. The rebuild is on, it would appear.
Yeah, and a good time to do it when they saw Paul George would be leaving. It won't be easy to make the transition, but the Pacers do have a good collection of young talent.
And it's Harris off the drive. Shoots over Turner. Pacers with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Stolen by Brogdon. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Prince kicks to Curry. Turner with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Murray. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Doris, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what? Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Curry against Brogdon. For 3, Harris. Miami no good on that time either. Pacers leading by 10. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. 8 points for Steph Curry.
Perfect example of how to set a great screen. Set your feet, stand firm.
Turner with a screen on Harris. In the corner, it's Brogdon. No good from outside.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Prince, the pass to Curry. Picked by Zeller. From deep. The Heat rebound. Second shot opportunity. And that one is off. The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. They grab their own miss. Antetokounmpo lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 12 now for Indiana.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Harris outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And Harris drops them both. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the third.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, Greg, right? Because you know they want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left.
Brogdon with a screen from Murray. Here's Turner. From outside, off the mark. The Heat trail by 10. Left side, Harris. Back to Curry. Lets it go with a 3. The shot misses. And so it's Indiana going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
You got to get to defending them. And
just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Pacers leading by 10. Antetokounmpo out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Murray. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Wide open look here for Murray. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. Curry with it. Feeds it to Harris. Zeller setting the pick for Harris. Shot clock at 3. Stolen by Brogdon. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Here's Murray and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The Heat trail by 13. Prince dishes to Curry. Harris outside. Pass to Harris. Zeller setting the pick for Harris. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You know, that's okay, I think. Even though they missed, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
timeout.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And probably the prime memories with the Heat have to be from the Big 3 era. I mean, the team has done a great job of transitioning from that era to this current one, but classic example for me of reloading versus rebuilding.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Evan, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And here is Murray. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And Greg, credit the Miami Heat front office and coaching staff for continuing to keep this team competitive despite losing several Hall of Fame type players in the last couple of years.
And that is never an easy task for a franchise to go through. But the Heat have stayed in the competitive picture with smart signings and trades, and don't discount the impact Eric Spoelstra has had on that roster.
Pass to Cauley Stein. the elbow. It's Turner. 6 to shoot. Over Harris. And that one goes long. The Heat trail by 17.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Indiana.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense will force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Miles Turner.
Boy, what a security blanket this guy has been on the offensive end. He made sure they didn't suffer any cold spells. And anytime the offense started to get stagnant, they could get him the basketball, and he'd get them in the right position.
They set the screen. Ogden against Curry. Harris kicks to Prince. He dishes it to Zeller. Over Cauley-Stein. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the Pacers operating in a smaller market. Some cost restraints for this franchise.
Right. This is not a team that can pay the luxury tax. It's not necessarily a free agent destination either. Those are challenges, but they have remained very competitive over the years.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. John Lure, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Harris comes in for Murray. And Jones subbed in for Brogdon. The pass to Lure. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lure from the stripe. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Pacers lead by 17.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know they're fans.
Tobias Harris. Kevin loves that line.